Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, mama of four, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. So I know I've been MIA, but I'm about to spill all the tea, fill you guys in on what I've been doing with my summer. So let's get right into it. So if you guys follow me on IG, you probably already know or probably have an idea, but my husband and I started a foundation last year. So I know I haven't been uploading as much. I've been doing so much work, rehabbing these two properties, the property, the single family property, waiting on those architect plans. I finally got that. I finally got those plans. So I'm gonna do a video on that. And then the duplex I'm doing with my partner, my sister, almost done. Unit 1 is totally done. Now we're finishing touches on unit 2, so I'm really happy with that. Hopefully that will be listed by the end of September. But what I've really been occupying my time with is my foundation called Care Club Foundation. So my husband and myself, we started this foundation a year ago, I think around July of 2021, and the way it happened, it was just very, we didn't want to start a foundation, but it's just, when you are from a different country, I know this is really common for us, and you might hear it's starting to drizzle, but I'm loving this vibe out here. It's really common for us, when we're going back home, especially we have 4 kids, we take the old clothes and the old shoes back to the kids back in Mali who don't have much. So we started this foundation off of that because we actually had a connection with someone who's in that world, and they guided us through. And before, y'all know me, I'm all about my money. I like to help people, but I used to always ask myself, why? What is the purpose of a nonprofit? This shit is literally called nonprofit. Are you in this and you're not making no money? But when I tell you something happened to me, so this summer we did our summer camp, right? For these students they are poor children within the community. Their parents can't really do much for them, so we did a summer camp for them, where they come, they play soccer for 3 hours, they have coaching, kind of like a big brother, big sister program. They have people in the community that they can look up to if they need anything. We did a bunch of things. We were feeding them every day, so they love that. Of course, they love a free meal. It's really uncommon for most families in Mali to have 3 meals a day. So it's really uncommon to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the majority. Now, there are billionaires in Mali, millionaires and billionaires in Mali, right? But that's not the case for everyone. And it's sad because here in the US, no matter how bad it is, you could apply for food stamps. You could apply for welfare. Is that how you say it? Welfare? You could apply for Section 8 to help pay for your income. If you're sick, you qualify for those things. But in Mali, we don't have programs like that. There's no food stamps. There's no social, there's no benefits. There's no jobs. So just a lot of things going on. And it was an eye-opener to me. I was born in Mali. I came to the US when I was 6 months old. But my parents would have me travel back and forth every summer, right? So I got to spend time with my grandparents, with my cousins. I come from a really big family, aunts and uncles and stuff like that. So I feel like that alone was a big eye-opener for me, because I would see how family would live, how neighbors, and how just the community would live. And then I get to come back to the US, go to my McDonald's and stuff like that, right? So it was an eye-opener for me, because I started traveling by myself. I think when I was 13, 14, my mom would just have me go by myself. But when I was younger than that, I would go with them. So it was just an eye-opener. This whole time, I've never stepped foot into school. So we did a few things with our foundation. First thing we did was we were partnering up with 2 schools. One of them had over 3,000 students. The other one had 160 students. And the one with the 160 students, we were feeding them free school lunch every Friday. So in Mali, kids get out of school at 12, and then they come back at 2 p.m. So that 2-hour break is for everyone to go home and have lunch. These kids, some of them are walking within an hour away from home to get to the school. They're gonna go home to no food. So some of them are wandering the streets. So it's not like the US system where we give kids free school lunch. So we were feeding them free school lunch. We were doing that for a few months out of our own pockets before we even got any funding. Then once we got the funding, we wanted to do the same thing for the other school. My husband actually went to the school that has the 3,000 students. But, and I'm talking weird because my braces, I just got it adjusted. So every time I get it adjusted and tightened, it takes me a few days to relearn how to talk with them. So bear with me. I can't wait to get these braces out. But when I stepped foot in the school, I went there. I was in Mali December of 2021. And when I went to the school, I was heartbroken. It's called Yomi School. It's in Andalay, right? I was heartbroken because they didn't have bathrooms. The grass, it's like a campus. It's a really big property. Like 3 or 4 of the classrooms, the roofs caved in, I guess from water damage. The roof or whatever just literally caved in. So they're cramping all these students in one class. There's like 60 to 80 students per class with one teacher. And then like they don't have regular stuff. Like as I went in December and I started filming because I wanted to put this up on our website as a school we want to work with, one of the students just literally came behind me as they're filming me and was urinating in the grass because the weeds were so high. There were snakes in the grass, so the weeds were covering was in front of the bathroom, so the kids would never walk to the bathroom because they were scared of getting bitten by snakes in the grass. So the first thing we did was cut all the weeds down, got the landscape and get rid of all the weeds. Then we tackled the bathrooms. We built brand new bathroom, a set of 3, but then we renovated like the other 6 they had. So we renovated a total of, so we had, they left with a total of 9 bathrooms. There was other bathrooms that we didn't touch, but 9 new bathrooms. And then we added doors, we added a roof. Like there was no roof, so that like, and it's outdoor, so they could be, you know, doing number 1, doing number 2, getting rained on. So we did that. They were really happy about that. But the biggest thing that was an issue, the school had no water. So like the staff wasn't even using the bathroom there. They would, you know, take their cars or their motorcycles, go home, or use a neighbor's bathroom. So that was like a big deal. Like, how do you have a school with no water fountain, no nothing, right? And then they told us about students crossing the street, the big street, trying to get to the gas station, to get water from the gas station and have an accident. So all these stories broke my heart. So we did water drilling. It's called water drilling, where they drill a hole, I think around 400 feet into the ground to access clean water. And then it's like a pump and it's connected to all the faucets. So I think there was like a total of 10 or 12 faucets in the school connected to all of them. And we did solar. So the sun charges it or whatever. They were really happy about that stuff. I mean, that costs a lot of money, a few $1,000s, but just giving back to these kids. So that was one project. Feeding the students was another project. In the summer camp, we were doing a summer camp where the kids would come. Summer camp started at from 8 to like 10:30ish. These kids were on the field at 7 a.m. Some of them are walking 45 minutes, an hour away from where they are to be here at 8 a.m. To be here at 7 a.m. So it was just the dedication, the motivation, right? And then we would give them lunch. My husband and the team, he was out there like 2 weeks before me. So initially I wasn't gonna go, but then I decided to go like towards the end of it just to finish everything and have a ceremony. So I went, and when I went, I took them like book bags, like drawstring book bags, and the kids loved it. And we put books in there and pencils, so we put some school supplies in there. So I didn't think this would be this fulfilling, right? Before I would be like, why are you doing nonprofit? Like, what are you getting out of it? But this is crazy. Like the response we got from the parents, it was just beautiful. And it's like everyday things that we have in the US that we may take for granted or may not take for granted. When I go back home, it's like these kids have nothing. And it's like, I feel like I was living in a bubble because I'm in the US, but I go back home. And when I go back home, I'm going back to my modern house, you know, that my mom built, or a modern house that, you know, we're maybe a villa that we're renting out. But I spent my whole youth just going back to my grandmother's house, which is a modern house that my mom built with modern bathrooms and toilets, like everything modernized, terraces and stuff. That's not the case for the everyday person. And I would still visit family members who, you know, don't have much, but like, I think I was just in my own bubble. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a wake-up call. Now that I have kids, to see these other kids the same age as my children selling stuff and stuff like that, it was just an eye-opener. It was really sad. They don't have resources like we do here. Like I said, they don't have food stamps and stuff. And then one of the stories that really touched me is we asked all the students to bring their report cards, because we want to, we want to leverage soccer, but we want to make sure they're educated, they're taking their education seriously. One of the students was like, oh, I haven't been in school for the past year. My dad took me out of the school. So we went to his house. We spoke to his father. The father said it's not that he doesn't want his child not to go to school. It's just that he just can't afford it. At the end of the day, when he has to make a decision to either feed his children, feed his family, or pay for his school, he's going to choose feeding his family. So he just couldn't afford it. So we took this boy to the school of his choice, and we got information. We wanted to register him for a full year. We wanted to see how much it costs. For the 12-month registration fee, tuition plus uniform, it's equivalent to $200 US. Because of $200 for the whole year, he was staying at home. I literally spent $200 when I walked to my garage and back. It's crazy, like $200. It was just a reality check, all these situations. So of course we paid that for him. His dad was hysterical. And then we decided to do like physicals for the children. We had 65 to 70 students, right? Some days these people come, whatever. We did a physical for them. We had 3 doctors on deck. We paid them for the day to just do physicals, check their blood pressures, check their temperatures and stuff like that. There was more kids with malaria than not malaria. Like, there were more kids with fevers than not kids without anything. It was crazy, the turnaround for that. One of the girls was a 13-year-old, and she was like shaking and shivering in front of the doctor, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm trying to calm her down, and I'm like, and she's like, I've never sat with a doctor before. She was 13, never sat with a doctor before. So it was an eye-opener. I'm so glad I did it. We're actually working on what we're going to do for them for Q4. We're actually sending book bags, newer, better book bags, because I got the drawstring book bags, so we're sending them nicer book bags for school, because school starts in Mali October 3rd. But that's what I've been doing, so that's why I've been a little MIA. It was really fulfilling. It's a lot of paperwork, this foundation stuff. We're building our website. It's just a lot. So on top of my duplex that I partner with my sister, my property with the two lots that me and my husband, are working on, and then my 9 to 5, I'm back to work 9 to 5. My children, I decided to add a foundation to that. So you could and I have no assistant, so you can just imagine what goes through my mind. But I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna be doing, giving you guys your videos. But I just wanted to let you know what I've been up to. So if you guys have any experiences with nonprofit organizations, if you have any tips and things that you think I should be doing, definitely let us know. It's called Care Club Foundation. If you go to my IG, you'll see I have it tagged in my bio. So go check it out. Go look at the work we were doing there. Really fulfilling, and we're really happy about the turnaround and just what we got from the parents. We had a ceremony, we had a press day where we were on the news and all this stuff, and it was just a great feeling we got from the community, bruh. So thank you so much for watching. That's what I've been up to. But let's get back to this real estate business. So I'm gonna be dropping some videos for you guys this week, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. These mosquitoes, bro. Let me do my outro. Because I'm not even back here like that. So when I do come, please leave me alone, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.